The Book of Ruth, Ruth's Lowly Service, Let Me Glean, Chapter 2, 1 through 23, Part 1. Introduction. 1. We noticed the noble choice that was made by Ruth, to leave her homeland and religion of Moab and adopt Naomi's home and God as her own. See Ruth 1, 16 through 17. 2. Noteworthy throughout this story is the filial devotion Ruth has toward her mother-in-law. A. We saw it in her noble choice. B. We will see it again in her lowly service. The chapter begins where the previous one ended, at the time of the barley harvest. In such a setting, we read how Ruth gleans in the fields of Boaz. A. Ruth requests to glean in the fields. 1. We are introduced to Boaz, Ruth 2:1. A relative of Naomi's husband, Elimelech. B. A man of great wealth. 2. Ruth gains permission from Naomi to let her glean, Ruth 2:2. A. Hoping to find favor, kindness from a landowner. 1. The law forbid owners from reaping the corners and gathering the gleanings of the harvest. See Leviticus 19, 9 through 10. 2. In this way, God provided for strangers, the fatherless, and widows. Deuteronomy 24, 19 through 22. B. Perhaps not all landowners respected this law. 1. Especially towards strangers. 2. We are reminded 8 times in this book that Ruth was a Moabitess. 3. Ruth happened to come upon a field belonging to Boaz, Ruth 2:3. A. Gleaning after the reapers as the law allowed. B. She happened to come upon a field belonging to Boaz. 1. The word suggests it was by chance, which may be how it first appeared. 2. The overall context of the book reveals it was by providence. B. Boaz inquires about the woman in the fields. 1. We see the respect between Boaz and his workers, Ruth 2:4. A. He entreats the Lord's presence upon them. B. They bid the Lord's blessings upon him. 2. Boaz asks his foreman about the strange woman, Ruth 2:5 through 7. A. Who relates her Moabite background and her relation to Naomi. B. Who recounts her request to glean and her diligent labor. With Boaz now aware of Ruth's identity, we next learn how Boaz extends kindness to Ruth. A. His initial kindness. 1. Boaz encourages her to glean in his field alone, Ruth 2:8 and 9. A. To stay by his young women. B. To know that his young men have been commanded not to touch her. C. To drink when thirsty the water drawn by the young men. 2. Ruth inquires why he is so kind to her, a foreigner, Ruth 2:10 through 12. A. Boaz has heard of her devotion to Naomi and her noble choice. B. Boaz prays the Lord will bless her in return for seeking his refuge. 3. Ruth is comforted by his kindness, Ruth 2:13. A. She hopes to continue to find favor in his sight. B. For his kindness toward one who is not one of his maidservants. Here ends our study on Ruth's lowly service, Let Me Glean, Part 1.